Welcome to the News First Plus. Runner-up criticizes Nevada GOP Senate nominee Sam Brown while other former rivals back him. Reno, Nevada, AP. The primary battle that saw nearly a dozen Republican Senate candidates targeting retired Army Captain Sam Brown is now fading for many. They believe their focus should shift to unseating incumbent Democrat Senator Jackie Rosen, setting aside any intra-party grievances from the past 11 months. Not so for runner-up Jeff Gunter. The America First faithful had zero interest in campaigning with him through the entire primary season, where he relied on establishment influence and money to slide into a nomination, Gunter remarked on Wednesday after his distant second-place finish. Gunter, a dermatologist and former Trump-appointed ambassador to Iceland, continued to criticize Brown as the establishment candidate in a lengthy statement, predicting that Rosen would secure another term in November. Gunter's criticism could complicate early GOP efforts to rally around Brown. This comes as the state Republican Party aims to move past primary rifts and pivot to what is anticipated to be one of the most closely watched Senate races of the year. Despite former President Donald Trump's late endorsement of Brown, Gunter remains skeptical. He believes loyal Republicans won't be swayed by the endorsement, as Brown avoided debates and engagement with the other 11 candidates during the primary season. The base is smart and they do not forget, and I think he has a lot to prove before earning their support, Gunter said. Nevada GOP National Committeewoman Sigel Chadha, one of Gunter's prominent supporters, took a different stance. She emphasized that the tradition of Nevada Republicans undermining nominees they dislike died last night. Any attempts to marginalize the candidate that was elected will be met with fierce dissent from the party, Chadha stated. Brown faced internal party criticism for skipping debates and flipping his position on the Yucca Mountain nuclear waste repository. He was labeled as the establishment candidate by national Republicans like Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. During primary debates, his absence was a frequent topic, with candidates urging voters to avoid supporting him. Some of these critiques echoed Brown's own messaging from 2 years ago when he ran in the Republican primary against Nevada Attorney General Adam Laxalt. Laxalt, who had numerous high-profile endorsements, defeated Brown in the primary but lost to Democratic U.S. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto by 8,000 votes, securing the Senate majority for Democrats. Chadha, previously critical of Brown for a lack of integrity and for allegedly misusing PAC funds, now urges unity to defeat Rosen and discourages further attacks on Brown. "I'm the RNC committeewoman, and I'm a Republican. And I will support the Republican candidate unequivocally," she affirmed. In his victory speech, Brown did not acknowledge his opponents, instead directing his attention to Rosen and President Joe Biden. His campaign reiterated this focus in a statement addressing Gunter's comments. "Nevada voters are clearly united behind our grassroots campaign to end the Biden-Rosen American nightmare. And that is what we're 100% focused on," said Communications Director Christy Wilkinson. Trump's endorsement of Brown just before the primary disappointed many opponents, especially Gunter, who had branded himself as 110% pro-Trump. Gunter suggested that Trump received a big check from the swamp for endorsing Brown. Acclaimed Trump campaign advisor Chris LaChivita directly refuted, asserting Trump's independent decision-making. Among Brown's previous detractors was Tony Grady, former lieutenant governor candidate and Air Force veteran. Grady, who campaigned for Brown in 2022 but ran against him this cycle, endorsed Brown immediately after his loss and urged his supporters to back Brown. But the reality is, he had a plan for running his campaign and it was successful, Grady conceded. "At this point, it doesn't really matter what my thoughts are about him skipping debates. He was successful in winning the primary.